So the plan is simple. The Indigo Disk DLC comes out in about 2 weeks now. Yeah, 2 weeks now exactly, actually. 2 weeks from yesterday, it comes out. And there are a few shiny Pokemon that I want to grab before the DLC comes out. Namely, Duraludon, of course, because of Archaludon. But also, another Applin. Because supposedly, Applin is getting an evolution. Like, it's all but confirmed at this point that Applin is getting an evolution. So, and even though I already have a shiny Applin, I want to use the new evolution in the playthrough, and my Applin is level 100. So, definitely not usable. So instead, we're going to run a shiny Applin hunt, which hunting shiny Applin is pretty boring, because you kind of just sit there and watch. So while I'm hunting on stream for Applin, I'm going to also be hunting for a Duraludon in Pokemon Shield. That way, I can either get one or the other, and I can just swap the Switch out for whatever I get. Pretty cool, I'd say. So for Applin, it's really cool. There's one specific tree that just like constantly spawns Applins. See, there's an Applin there. So I grab Koraidon, put him at the front, and then use him to attack the Applins, while I stand just far enough away for them to constantly spawn. They're right here. And we're just gonna kinda do that and watch him. And while he is working on trying to find me a green apple, I will also be hunting on my other Switch for a shiny Duraludon. I'm excited for the new Pokemon DLC, and when that drops, of course, that'll be a great stream game. You know, to stream the DLC, shiny hunt, all that kind of stuff. But, like, as of right now, there's nothing, unless, like, I do a challenge on a Pokemon, which I would, I really want to play Pokemon Fusion. Yo, no way! Dude, oh my god, hang on. Pause this, hold up. Stop it, Koraidon. Oh my god, dude. I'm just talking about stuff. Oh my god. Shiny Duraludon! Let's go! Now, let me record it so I can show it off. No, it wasn't even 10 eggs! Dude, that was like 5 eggs! What? That was 4 eggs. 4 freaking eggs, dude. Oh my god. Dude, let's go! Oh, that's awesome. That's perfect. Does it have hidden ability? Ooh, that's a good question. It does not. Okay, that's fine. Do any of these? Damn, the one right before I had hidden ability. That's fine though. That was 20 minutes. 23 minutes. Honestly, I might just breed Applin. Like, why not? I might just start breeding Applin on this game while the Applin hunt is going on Scarlet and Violet and see which one goes. I don't know. I got super lucky. I just got super lucky. What else was there that I experimented with? It was mostly Switch games that year. I remember that was the year Scarlet and Violet came out. Not Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield came out. Well, they came out with the Sword and Shield Nintendo Switch. And I went and bought it. I had gone to Walmart to get an oil change, and while I was waiting for my car to be finished, I started walking around looking at things, and I walked to the Switch section. And on the bottom shelf, they had the Sword and Shield Switch Lite Special Edition. So, like, I saw this, and it was like a week before the game came out. I'm like, oh my god, I need to get this. I'm like, I left my money at home, I'll come back tomorrow, because I have school tomorrow, and I'll come and grab it. I have just enough for it. I need to get this thing. So I go grab my car and I leave. The next day, I'm driving to town to go to school. Well, before school, I stop at Walmart. Try to buy the Sword and Shield Switch Lite. I am $5 short. $5. That's it. So I'm like, oh my god, okay. They still had a few left, but I'm like worried, like, oh my god, I'm gonna come back and they'll be gone. So like, I'm like, god, what am I gonna do? I go to school. Well, like between second and third period, I walked to class with a friend of mine. And I'm like, hey, dude. I lean over. You got $5? Yeah. What you need it for? Dude, I need this $5. I need it. I don't want it. I need it, man. I need you to lend it to me. He's like, dude, I don't want to do it. Just lend it to me. I'll pay you back. Come on, help me out, man. You gotta help me out. I need this. I didn't tell him what it was because he was gonna think it was stupid. So finally, he's like, fine, whatever. Here, $5. on my lunch, on 30-minute lunch, I get in my car and I run to Walmart to buy the Sword and Shield Switch Lite. Didn't eat lunch that day. Oh my god, in my next class after lunch was economics. I bust out my new Switch Lite and I start setting it up in class. The guy sitting next to me, he was a friend of mine too, and he likes Pokemon. He just looks over at me like, what the hell is that? I'm like, dude, what you mean? It's the new Switch Lite, man. I had to get it. And I used it for a few months before I realized, oh, the Switch Lite kind of sucks. And I went back to my old Switch. And then like the next week, Sword and Shield came out. Well, I just spent all my money on a Switch Lite. So I couldn't even buy the game. What I ended up doing, I took my pair, it's not illegal, it's just irresponsible. I had the neon yellow pair of Joy-Cons. I took that to Walmart. And I was like, hey, these stopped working on me. Can I get a refund? I just bought them. No, I don't have the receipt. And they just took it. They just took it. No questions asked. They took it, returned it, gave me $80. I went to the back and bought Pokemon Shield. The copy I'm playing right now. I bought Pokemon Shield. I'm like, dude, just like that. And I regret that because that was my favorite pair of Joy-Cons too. That neon yellow pair was my favorite pair, and I have not gotten a new set since. And all of my Switches have a stupid story behind them. Like my original Switch, I bought my original Switch in 2018 on a band trip. Yes, a high school band trip is where I bought my Nintendo Switch. Not just any band trip, a band competition. So what ended up happening, we had a competition, a UIL competition, which UIL is the overall band competition, marching band is what it is. Our performance time is like 9-10 o'clock in the morning, and it was like 2 or 3 hours away. Results weren't until like 7 or 8 o'clock in the evening, where you have 100 freaking high schoolers who don't want to sit out in the hot sun all day in the bleachers watching other stupid marching bands march for 10 hours. So our assistant band director, she finds on her phone a shopping mall, like a pretty big, like 2-story shopping mall. And she's like, let's take them there and just let them run around for a few hours and then come back before results. So here come 100 high school kids going into a mall. The first thing half of us do for some reason is go to GameStop. And for some reason, I still do this, but like I like carrying around my backpack or carrying on a backpack to carry things in. I just like doing it. I don't know why. So like I took my backpack in the mall. But when we went to GameStop, I asked the employee like, hey, do y'all happen to have Nintendo Switches? Because at this point, I had been looking for like 6 months for a Switch. I could not find one. And he just kind of looked at me like, yeah, of course we do. Why would we not have Nintendo Switches? And I just light up like, can I get one? Do you have the gray one? Can I get one? He's like, yeah, sure. I always carried my money around. I was like a junior at this time. I always carried my money around. So I had I had like $500 in my pocket. And I'm 3 hours away from home in a GameStop in a mall, buying a Nintendo Switch on a band trip. It still baffles me that I did that. And then I bought the Switch, I bought Mario Odyssey, and Breath of the Wild, of course. I wanted to also buy Mario Kart, but I was like $10 short. So I bought all that. And the funny thing is, my mom was on this trip. She was a band mom. She would like chaperone. So my mom was there. And I didn't tell her what I did. All I sent her was, hey, can I buy a game? I didn't say what I was buying. I said, hey, can I buy a video game? Because she was off doing something else. It was just me in the GameStop. Like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I bought $450 worth of things and I just shoved it in my backpack. Like, oh my god, dude. And I have still never told her. This was like 5 years ago. She didn't find out I had this was back in like September. She didn't find out I had a Nintendo Switch until January. I didn't tell her why I got it. I just told her like, oh yeah, Dad got that for me for Christmas. Because I don't live with my dad. So like I called him out, like, yeah, he got it for me. And then the next time I went to see him, like, I was like, hey Dad, if Mom asked, you got this for me. He was like, okay, sure, yeah, that's fine. And yeah, that's how I got my Nintendo Switch. And then it was only a year later when the Switch Lite story happened. I think I got that Duraludon too early because now my luck is turned around a lot. To go in Pokemon Go during that Shiny Dillo event. I don't know where it's at. I think it's in home, but honestly I haven't paid attention. It is. Okay. I just kind of wanted to verify that. Yo, let's go. There it is. Oh, my sandwich is already over. That took 3 sandwiches. 3 shiny sandwiches. Oh my god. Let's just catch it. But we're done. We've officially prepared for Kitakami. No, what's the Indigo Disk? We've officially prepared for the Academy. Let's go, dude. That took so long. Beautiful shiny. There's Duraludon. And then we have Applin here too. Perfect. There we go. Our 2 Pokemon that we need. Awesome. So now, all that means is we wait for the DLC.